may now be seated. Welcome, class of 2025 NTHS inductees, and thank you everyone for joining us to celebrate the accomplishments of these young individuals. We are excited to induct 117 students into NTHS this year. To my left, we welcome administrators and the EVIT board that have joined us in attendance tonight. To begin our ceremony, I would like to invite Natalie Solero, in second year medical assisting, to come forward and lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
All right, if you guys could stand up, please, sorry. Ready? I pledge of allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Our first speaker is Dr. Chad Wilson, Superintendent of the East Valley Institute of Technology. Originally from Tucson, Arizona, Dr. Wilson has dedicated nearly 30 years to education. Throughout his career, he served as a middle school teacher, assistant principal, assistant superintendent, and now as the superintendent of EVIT. He is also a devoted husband and father of two. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Chad Wilson.
So this is fantastic because I'm not a very tall individual. So every year I know that I get one of these and it just makes me look. My name is Chad. I'm the superintendent here at EVIT. And I just want to take a minute and thank some folks for tonight. Mr. Winstead, I see you there. Ms. Powers, is she around? Can you all come out here for a second, please? Mr. Brian Winstead, Ms. Tammy Powers. So these are the two individuals, yes. These are the two individuals that make NTHS happen at EVIT. The job they do is sometimes misunderstood. We would not be here tonight if they didn't dedicate the hours that they dedicate. And I know it takes away from your family and from your friends. And I just want to say thank you very much for what you do. I remember when I first started, I signed up big, right? The stack now is like this big that I had to sign, and that's a tribute to the work that you are doing. So thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
If you are a faculty or staff member here at EVIT, will you please stand up? I know that there's some down here, so just stand up, but they're around. If you're a faculty or staff member, will you please stand up? We talk all the time at EVIT about changing lives and changing lives by loving our students and serving our communities. And the truth of the matter is, the success of EVIT isn't because of the short guy that's standing up here that needs a stool to have a microphone. It's because of you. You are what make EVIT who we are. Thank you every day for what you do. It's not just a one-off. It happens every single day. The students wouldn't be here today without the work that you give. So thank you very much. I would also like to thank our governing board. So I've been a superintendent for a long period of time, and I've had the privilege or the curse of working with a number of different governing boards. But I can tell you that this governing board is the first governing board I have ever worked with and for that truly puts students first. Mr. Hancock, Mr. Hunt, Dr. Metcalf, will you please stand up? These are three of our governing board members. Thank you. The success of an organization begins with the board, and we're blessed to have the board that we have. Mom, Dad, Grandpa, Grandma, Aunt, Uncle, whoever's here, we recognize that we have a privilege of working with and for your loved ones every single day. Being a parent or a guardian is the most difficult job in America. But the fact that your loved ones are sitting here today is a tribute to you and the work that you've done and you will continue to do. Students, will you please give your loved ones a round of applause? And last but not least, and then I'm going to exit stage right, students, I want to thank you for being here tonight and doing the work necessary for you to be here tonight. One of the things I believe wholeheartedly in life is that it's about being a giver, not a taker. Right? I want you to grow and to be the individual that's able to give to your community, give to your family. But in order to do that, you've got to differentiate yourself. Now, EVIT gives you experiences to have kind of a pathway, a career, certification, but what you do with it is ultimately what's going to make a difference. The fact that you're here tonight is an indication that you have shown the dedication, the commitment, the work ethic, the courage to separate yourself from others. We have well over 6,000 students that attend EVIT main campus here in Power. We're not inducting 6,000 students tonight. We're inducting you. You are differentiating yourself so that someday you will have the opportunity to get the job, get the promotion, buy the house, and be the giver. So thank you very much for the work that you have done to be here tonight. Congratulations. Thank you for coming.
Let me get my step stool. Sorry, everybody. There we go. Okay, thank you, Dr. Chad Wilson. Next, we have a video message from Peyton Holland. He has invested many years with career and technical education programs and is currently the National Technical Honor Society's Executive Director.
Congratulations, East Valley Institute of Technology NTHS inductees. On behalf of all of us at the National Office and over 1 million alumni, we're excited to welcome you to the National Technical Honor Society. And today, we're here to celebrate you because each of you are an outstanding example of what happens when the desire to be the best that you can be converges with a passion for learning a skill. Your dedication to your craft and your commitment to learning skills, that's not only going to ensure your success in your educational pathway, but it's going to serve as the foundation for a successful career. Now, before we go on, I just want to take a moment to say thank you to all of the outstanding educators and advisors who have played and will continue to play a role in your journey. These individuals believe in you and what you can accomplish. And our members, well, they can't demonstrate excellence in career and technical education without educators who teach and model that for them. So thank you, advisors and educators. We appreciate you. Now, NTHS members, I also want to take time to say thank you to you. Thank you for not only exemplifying the best that career and technical education can be, but thank you for believing in and investing in the value of the programs that you're taking. You know, if you've watched the news lately or read any headlines, you've most likely seen that our country, it's facing a severe labor shortage. Currently, nearly 10 million jobs are going unfilled, many of them due to applicants simply not having the skills needed to do the jobs. 10 million job openings? That represents a tremendous economic challenge for our country. It delays services, causes shortage of goods, and can even result in the closure of businesses. You all, you represent hope and opportunity, not just for our local economies, but for our global economy. The skill sets that you'll bring to the workforce upon graduation, they can immediately impact this global challenge and result in a more positive outcome for each of us. Now, not only that, but it also represents a tremendous economic opportunity for each of you. You see, the skills you hold, they have tremendous value. And if you continue to hone and develop them as you move throughout your career, that value is only going to increase. Now, when I was in high school, a masonry class changed my life forever. That instructor in that class, who's still a dear friend and mentor of mine to this day, he always taught us that if we had skill and if we took pride in our work, there would always be opportunities for us. We just had to be willing to seek those opportunities out and take advantage of them when they arose. Now that statement, it still holds true today, and it holds true for each of you. And I wanted to let you know that NTHS, we're always going to be here to help support and encourage you as you go after those opportunities. I wanted to remind you that NTHS provides nearly $300,000 per year in scholarships to support our members who want to continue their education and skill development. All of our current members and new inductees, each of you are eligible to apply for those scholarships right now. Just visit nths.org and log into the student portal to get started. Now, once you log in, you'll see that you also have access to benefits like letters of recommendation, certification opportunities, partner discounts, and add-ons, and so much more that'll give you the opportunity to explore careers, develop your employability skills, and even more. And not only that, this year I'm excited to announce that we're launching a new NTHS Alumni Scholarship, a scholarship that will always be available for any NTHS alumni to apply for, no matter how long you've been out of school, whether it's been 2 years or 20 years. You see, we believe in supporting your long-term growth and development, and we know that growth and development doesn't stop when you graduate. It's lifelong. Always know that NTHS exists to support and celebrate you, students who believe in investing in themselves and acquiring the skills that you need to build your futures. So on behalf of the entire organization, I want to say thank you. Thank you for your dedication to learning a skill, and thank you for representing the absolute best that career and technical education has to offer. Congratulations, and welcome to the National Technical Honor Society.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Antonio Ibarra Tabuyo, and I am currently the Student Council President for the PM here at EVIT. I'm also an NTHS Ambassador, and I am currently a second-year student in Mrs. Tea's Medical Assisting Program. And I am going to go ahead and introduce our first guest speaker, Ellie Willard, who is a 2-year EVIT radio and audio production student in 2020. She was also inducted in 2020. She graduated from ASU's Walter Cronkite School of Journalism with a degree in journalism. She has launched into her professional career holding leadership roles with her school newspaper and interning as a breaking news reporter at the Arizona Republic. She has also interned with Phoenix Magazine and currently serves as a public affairs specialist for the Tonto National Forest. Please welcome Ellie Willard.
Hello, I'm back. So my name is Ellie. I'm now 5 years removed from my EVIT journey and recently graduated from ASU last spring. Last February, I started working full-time as a public affairs specialist for the Tonto National Forest, and I'm still in that role. My job and my degree I owe fully to the strong foundation that I received at EVIT. I learned about job roles and opportunities that I didn't know existed. I got a chance to tour my future college as a student here, and I always felt motivated and inspired to keep working toward my career goals. I had no idea what I wanted to do with my life until I came to EVIT, but this school gave me a start towards figuring it out. Nervous and afraid, I took the leap and walked through the EVIT doors to learn so much more about myself and my passions than I ever would have thought. I'm very thankful to have had such a wonderful mentor, my instructor, Dave Jude, who taught me journalism basics and inspired me to continue on this path. I loved absolutely everything about EVIT and loved feeling as though I had a jump start on my career. I was excited to come to school each day and continue to hone my craft. You are all so lucky to attend EVIT, as the experience this school gives you is unlike anything else. Obviously, I entered college pretty fearful and was feeling a bit of the imposter syndrome since I was alongside such talented people from all over the country in my freshman year. But once the assignments began, they came pretty easy to me. Learning about how to write headlines and organize a news story was just review. Dave had already taught me that. And when I began multimedia assignments, working with sound design and sound effects, came easy, as I spent 2 years at EVIT fully focused on practicing my speaking voice on air and creating promotional material to be played on the radio, which required carefully recording and editing audio footage. This immediately was identified by my professors, as they would compliment me and ask how I had so much experience, confidence, and knowledge coming into college. And I was always just so proud to talk about the years of experience I got at EVIT. It really smoothed the transition into college, and I was looked at as a helpful resource by other students. I even found a home at the ASU radio station doing a music show. As an NTHS student, you really care, not only about your journey at EVIT, but your journey through life. You want a stable career and are dedicated enough to be involved in school activities, keep up your grades, and remain passionate in your pursuit. That in itself is such a valuable trait and has proved to be the most valuable trait in my journey. You have all made a commitment to yourself to work hard and stay on track with your goals, which will benefit you in whatever your next steps will be. Colleges, internships, and jobs will expect a certain level of maturity, responsibility, and dedication. While at EVIT, I felt respected as a student by my teachers, and our classroom felt like a live, active radio station because it was. It was more of a job or internship relationship between me and my teachers. I had an obligation to complete assignments for the radio station, but the grade was an afterthought. I didn't want to let down my peers by not finishing a radio promo we worked on together and needed to air on a certain day. I didn't want to let down my teachers who had worked hard to teach us the equipment and guided us graciously through assignments. And most of all, I didn't want to let myself down. The message Dave pushed to us every day was that the experience we were gaining would be the most beneficial to future us. The interviews I produced, the audio packages, the practice news stories, those were all work examples I could show future employers or professors. And they would make me feel more confident while completing those college assignments or work assignments. They would serve as a reference for myself to see how far I've come. So if I didn't put in the time and the effort to produce a good product at EVIT, I would only be squandering these great opportunities. So obviously, I did my assignments and I worked hard, as I'm sure all of you do as well. Now beginning my career and having finally graduated college, I can say that it was well worth the effort being put in at EVIT. Another incredible trait that I hope you all value while at EVIT is the ability to connect with like-minded individuals. Hopefully you've all met some fantastic friends through your programs, and even more so get the chance to work on assignments with them. College and real-world jobs are all about teamwork. You need to be a great team player and focus on lifting the whole group up in order to succeed. I was shocked by the amount of group projects I had to do in college, so just know that you are ahead of the curve by learning how to work with others now. You all have such great knowledge and experience to share with each other, so utilize that while you have it. Those skills will benefit you in your next steps. You are all smart, talented, adaptable individuals, and I hope you realize that and appreciate it. As you walk on the stage, please take some time to reflect on the passion that brought you here and appreciate how far you've come. Thank you.
Beautiful story, Miss Ellie. Let's give her one more round of applause. All right, so the next guest speaker is going to be Itzel Duarte. Miss Itzel Duarte is a dedicated and driven individual with a passion for healthcare. She began her journey in the medical field by graduating from EVIT's medical assisting program in 2020. She then went on to earn a bachelor's degree in medical studies from Arizona State University. Her hard work and commitment led her acceptance into Samuel Merritt's University Doctor of Podiatric Medicine program. As a minority student, her path to podiatry school has been both challenging and rewarding. From an early age, she was inspired by the power of healthcare to transform lives, particularly in the underserved communities. Despite facing obstacles such as limited resources and a lack of representation in her field, her determination never wavered. She actively sought mentorship, participated in shadowing experiences, and maintained strong academic performance, all while embracing the importance of diversity in healthcare. Now she's excited to bring her experiences and insights to podiatry school with the goal of contributing to a more inclusive and compassionate healthcare system. Welcome, Itzel.
Hello, good evening. My name is Itzel Nayeli Duarte. Tonight I am here to showcase what great opportunities the programs at EVIT have given me, and I'm sure have given you as well. See, I too sat where you are sitting now. My junior year at Chandler High School, I joined EVIT, and my senior year I chose the medical assisting program with Ms. Tellez as my instructor. At the time, I did not think that the decision I made as a 16-year-old girl would leave me standing here tonight proudly saying that I was accepted into podiatry school, and I will begin my journey this August. Growing up, this journey seemed almost unattainable because I had never seen a doctor that looked like me. I thought that the only place for me in healthcare was as an assistant. And don't get me wrong, being an assistant is an incredibly valuable job, and doctors today could not do all that they do without our help. But deep down, I always knew I wanted more. I wanted the challenge and the knowledge that came with studying to become a doctor. I wanted to be the one making a plan for the patient based on my knowledge, and thus my journey to medical school began. I often get told by high schoolers that they are unsure of what they want to do after they graduate. And to be quite honest, I think that it is unfair to expect teenagers to know exactly what they want to do for the rest of their lives. As a high schooler myself, I was also unsure of what I wanted to do. I had a feeling that medicine was what I wanted in the long run, but speaking truthfully, podiatry did not spark my interest until much later. I was privileged enough to have a mom who worked in a medical office that allowed me to come in and help out during school breaks. This office happened to be a podiatry office, and this is where my love for patient care and podiatry stemmed. Working with doctors, I was able to learn so much and was sure that I had found what I wanted to do with my life. I joined EVIT and started working on my medical assisting certification. During my 2 years here, I was accepted into the National Technical Honor Society, NTHS, where my academic and technical achievements were recognized. I was also accepted to the National Honor Society, NHS, at my high school and graduated cum laude in 2020. NTHS and NHS have helped my college application stand out amongst my peers. And I was accepted into many schools before making a decision to attend the University of Arizona. I completed my freshman year of college at U of A, but moved back home and enrolled at Chandler Gilbert Community College for my sophomore year. From there, I transferred to Arizona State University, where I graduated this past December with my bachelor's in medical studies. Getting accepted into medical school is no easy task, especially being a first-generation student, having little to no guidance on how this whole process worked. On top of trying to maneuver through the academic side of things, many of us are also working part-time or full-time to help pay for the expenses. I was one of those people. I worked my entire undergraduate degree, both as a part-time employee in different clinics and specialties, and then as a full-time night shift employee at Banner Desert my senior year. In addition to school and work, I began studying for the MCAT the summer before my senior year of college, and continued to study up until my exam day. The preparation required to take the MCAT was grueling, to say the least. I made a very strict schedule for myself so I could get through the various subjects that would appear on this exam, while also ensuring I dedicated time to classes I was taking at the moment. I joined an MCAT study class and would attend once a week on top of my own study time. I was able to collaborate with others and learn from their perspectives. I took the MCAT in September and was not satisfied with that score, so I made plans to retake it. Due to how close the deadline was for my application cycle, all the Arizona testing days were full and I had to schedule an exam outside the state. In March, I flew to Texas and took the MCAT there. This score is the one I ended up using for my applications. Although there were factors out of my control such as this, I made sure to take what I could control into my hands and give myself the best option for myself to succeed. This was definitely a stressful time, but I knew that all the work I was putting in would get me one step closer to my end goal. The point I want to highlight from my journey is that there is no correct path when it comes to higher education. No two paths are the same, and there isn't a right path or a right way to do it. All that matters is the fact that you achieve your goals by forging your own path. You are going to make mistakes, just as I did. I had to retake multiple classes, organic chemistry to name one, and I had to take the MCAT multiple times, like I stated previously. Failures are to be expected on your journey, but these do not matter in the grand scheme of things. What truly matters is how you deal with these mistakes and overcome them to reach your goal. I, for one, was my own worst critic and my biggest hater. I was afraid of failing, letting those around me down. I would doubt myself on a daily basis, and wanted to give up countless times. But I didn't. I realized I had to give myself grace because I was doing the best I could with the resources that I was given. I hope you all keep that in mind when you set out to make your own path in this life. The best advice I can give to anyone is to be scared, but to do it anyways. You never know what you are capable of achieving if you do not throw yourself out there. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Jasmine Cassandra Escobar Fuentes, and I would like to introduce myself. I am a National Technical Honors Society ambassador. I'm also our student body vice president here at EVIT for the PM. I'm also a second-year medical assistant in Ms. Vega's PM class. At this time, it is proper to identify the 8 lighted candles of National Technical Honor Society. The light of knowledge and the 7 attributes of membership are presented on stage, and candle is lit to represent each. In the center of the table is a lighted candle representing knowledge. Knowledge is familiarity, awareness, or understanding gained through experience or study. This candle represents the knowledge you have gained through experience and study in your technical program. In this, the first member attribute is skill. Skill is the use of knowledge to develop a great ability that is necessary to make a positive difference in a particular occupational field. I light this candle to represent skill. The second member of attribute is honesty. Honesty is the quality of being truthful, trustworthy, and fair with everyone while at work or play. Light this candle to represent honesty. The third member of attribute is service. Service is giving assistance and being ready and being able to provide a helpful and useful act. Light this candle to represent service. The fourth member of attribute is responsibility. Responsibility involves the ability to act without guidance or superior authority and being answerable in your actions. Light this candle to represent responsibility. The fifth member of attribute is scholarship. Scholarship is the distinctive work of one who has mastered an area of learning, as reflected in quality of his or her work, a specialty with respect to scope, thoroughness, and care. Light this candle to represent scholarship. The sixth member of attribute is citizenship. Citizenship is well being entitled with full civil rights and exercising duties like responsibilities, rights, privileges of the status. Light this candle to represent citizenship. The seventh member of attribute is leadership. Leadership is the responsibility of serving as a guiding force and directing the way by going first with courage and confidence. Light this candle to represent leadership.
Thank you, Jasmine. My name is Brian Winstead. I am a second-year medical assistant instructor as well as the NTHS advisor. We hope you can recognize these 7 attributes in yourself and value these qualities, which makes you eligible for membership in the National Technical Honor Society. Here in a few minutes, we are going to induct you into the NTHS. You have earned this by maintaining a 3.75 GPA, excellent attendance records, and becoming a valuable member of the community. It is because of your dedication and hard work in your career path that you are receiving this award. You should be proud of your accomplishments. I challenge you to live up in the conveyed by the NTHS slogan, excellence in America's workforce begins with excellence in workforce education.
At this time, we would like to ask Jen Swartz, Dean of Health Sciences, to please come forward for the presentation of the inductees. Parents, as the students cross the stage, they will pause for a photo opportunity. Will the first row please come forward to be recognized? Ebony Brown. Bianca Bustamante Cota. Ashton Bongo. Valeria Artalejo. L. Marie Anchi. Layla Anababa. Sierra Albany. Martin Smith. Dalton Anderson. Aaron Ah. Eliana Glandon. Vivian Aguilera Hernandez. Sabrina Ali. Kelsey Curtis. Joshua Claridge. Trojan Carr. Bennett Cullimore. Lucy Christensen. Brianna Correa Vallejo. Jennifer Cruz. Emma Carrington. Jesus Efran Calderon Vargas. Kempton Beals. Remington Bird. Anna Brownlee. Angelica Bigay. Paola Garcia. Esmeralda Garcia Hernandez. Amy Guerrero Reynoso. Olivia Lily Marie France. Bailey Fink. Kylie Fenner. Liesel Erickson. Brinley Freeman. Haley Eamon. Delia Delaney. Dawson Delap. Ariana Elise Duval. McKenna Davis. Riker Macias. Zachary Mendiola. Spike Miller-Durgan. Brianna Jimenez. McKenna McKenna Jasinski. Yasmin Lemus. Suyan Lee. Celine Hoville. Juliana Ilog. Hannah Huff. Heidi Goodman. Bodie Irvine. Caitlin Godinez. Tyler Reyes. Jalea McKinney. Victoria Miller. Jacob Olcott. Sydney Ray Moore. Hulda Morgan. Ashlyn Marshall. Rylan Morris. Jackson McLenna. Magdalene Paredes. Sydney Perko. Adrian Panito Soto. Madeline Pina. Jennifer Portillo. Maria Peralta Cortez. Melissa Narciso Cruz. Kira Pattengill. Victoria Moon. Gianna Musi. Haley Deanna Amador. Mary C. Ibert. Valerie Sotos. Noelani Thorner. Hayden Wingard. Eden Watts. Chloe Powers. Angelica Rodriguez. Logan Richard. Jacob Quist. Morgan Parrish. Natalie Solero. Ashley Raba. Rachel Ordonez. Christian Sarmiento Lopez. Marie Schmitz. Emily Young. Benjamin York. Pierce Watkins. Caitlin Yammer. Braxton Yuri. Oh, sorry. Sarah Tui. Belin Vargas Hernandez. Jade Alexis Joseph.
Good evening. As they're kind of finishing up with pictures, I just want the students that are here in the seats right now, would like you to think about the support you've received by your teachers, your family, and your friends. Those that have come with you tonight are very proud of your accomplishments. They are here because they really care about you and your success. Please take this time to show them appreciation. Please give your family and friends a round of applause. And most of all, one of the people that are instrumental in their journey, especially here at EVIT as they prepare for the professional careers, their teachers. So if you could take a moment and stand and applaud the teachers that have helped you get to this place. Awesome, you can be seated. As you're ready to go into your professional journey, you're going to come along challenges in your life. I want you to remember the journey through high school, through this time at EVIT that helped prepare you for that. This is the time where you'll be able to go out there and take the knowledge you have learned, knowledge that you have shared, the knowledge you've got to go out and experience and apply it to your everyday lives. You saw today with Itzel, and you saw it with Ellie, and you've seen their journey. That could be you in a few years. You could be the one on the stage sharing your journey with everyone else. Just remember, you have an opportunity to make your own journey going forward. Thank you guys so much.
Would like to give a quick thank you to the NTHS committee for putting this whole event together. Could we get a round of applause for them? We are soon going to have our inductees recite the pledge, just waiting on our final few students to join us.
Okay, students, please rise as you join me to recite the NTHS pledge on the screen. As a member of the Technical Honor Society, I pledge to maintain the standard of personal conduct. I will apply myself to continue a record of scholastic achievement, and I will strive for excellence in all aspects of my education. I will invest my talents, my skills, and my knowledge in a career of my own choosing, and shall always endeavor to uphold my obligations as a citizen of my community and my country. Thank you.
Congratulations, students, on a job well done. You are officially a member of NTHS, and thank you to everyone for joining us this evening. If you would like to take photos with friends and family, please exit the auditorium and there will be photo opportunities in the lobby. Please allow the students to exit the auditorium first. Thank you all for attending this memorable evening.